Biological control. Important definitions. Part 1. Natural control. Definition. 1. The process of dynamic equilibrium which maintains the characteristic mean density of a wild population within particular upper and lower limits over a period of time, by a complex combination of all additive, conditioning and subtractive factors impinging upon that wild population. Definition. 2. The maintenance of a more or less fluctuating population density of an organism with certain definable upper and lower limits, over a period of time by the actions of abiotic and/or biotic environmental factors. Definition. 3. The regulation of living organisms' population within more or less regular upper and lower limits over periods of time by anyone or any combination of natural factors. Biological control. Definition. 1. The regulation of undesired organisms' population density below the level of economic injury by natural enemies. Definition. 2. The use or encouragement, by man, of indigenous or introduced beneficial living organisms which act as predators, parasites, and/or pathogens to suppress the populations of animal or plant pests below the economic threshold. Effective natural enemies. Are those of reacting response with the prey or host population, so that they are able to regulate the population of the undesired pest, because they act in a density-depending manner. Entomophagus refers to the consumption of insects, or their parts by other animals, which are known to be insectivorous. Parasitism. A qualitative term, referring to a relationship between two living organisms, in which one of them lives at the expense of the other, and frequently the host is either injured and/or destroyed in this process. Parasitization. A quantitative term, referring to the proportion of a host population attacked by parasites. Successful natural enemies. Are those of reacting response with the prey or host population, so that they are able to regulate the population of the undesired pest, because they act in a density-dependent manner. The animal parasite. An animal species, usually smaller in size, which lives on or in another animal known as the host, usually larger in size, feeding upon it infrequently, destroying it. The parasite usually needs only one or a part of one host to reach maturity. The parasitoid. An insect parasite, which is parasitic only during its immature stages, destroying its host in the process of its development. Endoparasitism. A type of parasitism, which the immature stages live internally inside the body of its host. The parasitoid's larvae feed on the host hemolymph and fat body. Ectoparasitism. A type of parasitism, which the immature stage eggs put externally on the host body and the larvae live and feed externally on the body of its host.